Good morning, Darren Alf here from BicycleTouringPro.com. I've been on the road for 11 days or so now here in northern Sweden, and today it's about 8:15 in the morning. I am waking up a little bit earlier than I normally do because I want to go to the library in town and charge all my camera batteries. After that, I will cross the border. It's only 1 kilometer from here, cross the border into Finland. And then I will continue north from there up towards Norway. It'll take me maybe 2 days to get to Norway. So today is charging batteries and cross into Finland. Alright, so I'm leaving town now. I just loaded up on food and water, and I was at the library for the last 3.5 hours or so. I got one and a half batteries charged. I sent out an email to the Bicycle Touring Pro email list, did some other, responding to comments and messages and stuff like that, and now I am getting on the road. So I forget the name of this town, Karasundo or something like that, Sweden, and I have about 300 meters or so until I get to Finland. Now Finland uses a different currency. They use the euro, and here in Sweden they have the Swedish krona, so the currency is about to change as well as the country. Here we go. Across the bridge. See, there's this sign, the euro sign for Finland. Tourist information. Alright, here we go. Finland. Crossing the water. Ooh, it's a nice day. Alright, here's the actual border now. Sweden and Finland. I'm gonna slow down and take a picture. Here I am, Sweden and Finland. I'm in Sweden, that is Finland. I'm in Sweden, that is Finland. This will be my second time in Finland. The last time I was in Finland was 2014, and I did a 650 kilometer bike ride across the country with my friend Rob. And then I did another shorter bike tour after that as well, kind of up in central Finland. So this is my second time in the country, and I'm looking forward to being back. And in Finland now. So I stopped back there, changed my jersey, got a little food. I probably have some food in my teeth. And what else? That's it, I guess. I've gone 10 kilometers. I'm only planning to go like 70 kilometers today. So 60 more kilometers to go, and then I'm gonna camp in the next town basically, or just outside of town. So that's the plan for today. Reindeer. Right there, white reindeer. Dun dun dun, we're having a stare off. Who can stare at each other the longest? I will win. Look away, reindeer, look away. Oh, I win. I am the master of the reindeer staring contest. Check out this river I'm crossing now. Ooh. Nice. There's a little rest stop area here beside the river. So far, there's no noticeable difference between Sweden and Finland. One of the border crossings that I've done on my bicycle that was like super noticeable of where like the country ended was the border between Turkey and Bulgaria. Like northern Turkey, you're cycling through like desert, sand, and then as soon as you enter Bulgaria, there's just trees, like right at the border practically. That was pretty dramatic, I think. But here, not so much, not a big difference. Some little observation deck here. This is cool. Nice little fire pit here, shelter, picnic table, even an axe to chop wood with. Out here is the bathroom over there. So what we have here is an observation deck to observe Finnish birds. Do you see any birds out there? I see a couple far away. I got about 20 kilometers left in my ride today until I get to town. I'm almost out of water and I'm really tired. I did not sleep well last night. I was worried about waking up early and getting to the library in time. Yeah, so tonight I want to go to bed early. Okay, anyways. Oh, my shin is still killing me. This is a cool little stop though, huh? What would a trip to Finland be if you didn't stop and chop some wood? So I just went into the supermarket here. Different supermarkets here in Finland, different prices. Everything's in euros now. Alright, got some tomatoes, beans, lettuce, and these cookies that I like so much, and water. So I loaded up on food and water for the evening. I want to camp somewhere near town so that if I want to or need to, I can come back to the store in the morning and get more food or water. So I really only want to camp a few kilometers maybe outside of town. We'll see what I can find. Back there in town I ran into a couple traveling on a motorcycle. They're from Germany and they're just cruising around this part of Europe and then going over to the Lofoten Islands in Norway and then going back to Germany. And I met another guy who's hitchhiking. Check out this sign here. It says caution reindeers. There's no S on the end of reindeers. It's just reindeer. One reindeer or two reindeer. Not two reindeers. But anyways, yeah, another young guy from Germany as well, southern Germany, Black Forest. He's hitchhiking around Europe, and he said so far Finland has been very difficult to hitchhike in. But he says, I got lots of time, and he's got a skateboard with him also. So he said, how long will it take you to get to the North Cape on your bike? I said, oh, maybe a week or less. And I said, how long on your skateboard? He's like, a month. Yeah, so anyways. Another interesting thing that just happened back there is I checked my phone just to look to make sure I was on the right road or whatever. And the time had changed. It had jumped an hour ahead. My bike computer says it's 6:25 and my phone says it's 7:25. So I'm guessing when I entered Finland, I lost an hour. They're on a different time zone. So I'm thinking, oh, it's early, it's only 6:30, but it's actually 7:30. Not that it really matters, like the sun never goes down really. So I could cycle until 1 a.m. if I wanted to. But I'm pretty tired from waking up so early this morning. I just want to get into camp, make some food, and get a good night's sleep. Tomorrow I got another 80 kilometers or so to cycle. So I'm gonna find a place to camp here very, very soon. Alright, so a respectable 80 kilometers. It's pretty good considering I didn't leave that library until like 1 p.m. this afternoon. Okay, so let's check out the stats for today. We got 81 total kilometers, maximum speed 44, average speed almost 18. That's a little over 10 miles an hour, guys, or 11 miles an hour maybe. 4 hours and 31 total minutes on the bike, and that's about it. So it's my favorite time of the day, time to set up camp. Get my tent set up, cook some food, ice my leg, and call it a night. I got some beans for dinner tonight. Gonna make burritos again. Tortillas, rice. Oh yeah. So it's almost 9:30 at night. I'm getting ready to go to bed. I'm in Finland now, which is awesome. I talked to my mom last night on the phone and she was asking how I was doing up here. And I said I was really enjoying it, wasn't having any problems, really nice people, really good food. Everything was good, you know? And she was just asking kind of, if I was having any health issues because about a year and a half ago I was diagnosed with cancer. And since then I've been having a whole host of problems. I went to Alaska and wasn't feeling well. Went to South America and had all kinds of dizziness and fatigue, and yeah, and it's been basically lasting me for like a year, and I didn't really know what's going on. I've seen all my doctors, they don't know what's going on with me. And since I've been here, I've been pretty darn good, to be honest. And I think it has to do mainly with anxiety over having cancer, basically. Like when I was in South America, I was just super worried because right before, well, actually before I went to Alaska, I had a CT scan and blood tests and all this kind of stuff, and on my CT scan they saw some swollen lymph nodes, and that's like a major concern when you've had cancer because oftentimes the cancer will spread to the lymph nodes. So there were these swollen lymph nodes that they discovered, but they basically said, we aren't going to do anything about it, we're just going to let you go and come back in 3 months and then we'll check it. Well, during that 3-month period, I went to Alaska, and these swollen lymph nodes were on my mind, So I went to Alaska, didn't do so well there. Then went to South America, didn't do well there either. Then I came back from South America, and I had another CT scan, had another round of blood tests, had another round of doctor visits. And after all that was over, they basically said, you're good. We don't see anything, no swollen lymph nodes this time, your blood looks awesome. And I just felt clear, basically. And I think I've been feeling a whole lot better since then, just because my mind is now like, okay, maybe I am okay, you know what I mean? But for those 3 months, the 3 months that I was traveling in South America and Alaska and all that, somewhere in the back of my mind I was really worried about these swollen lymph nodes that had shown up on my CT scan. So I think, I don't know what I'm trying to say exactly, but like I feel better now, and I think it was all just in my head. And bike touring is like a largely mental thing. Like there is a lot of physicality to it, but like it's largely mental. The ability to wake up every morning and be like, okay, I'm gonna do this, and pack up my tent and go for 12 days or whatever it is now without a shower. That's all physical stuff, but like there's a huge mental aspect to bike touring, and frankly I wasn't in the best mental place for my last 2 bike tours. So I'm glad this trip is going a lot better. I'm feeling a lot better. I just like being out here, and that's all I wanted to say. So thank you guys for asking how I've been doing. I really appreciate it. Sometimes I don't like that you ask, because then it reminds me actually that I had cancer and I try to forget about it. But I appreciate the sentiment, so thank you very much. That's all I wanted to say for today. I am going to basically go to bed. I'm going to put the rain fly on, not because it's about to rain, but because it blocks out the sun. The sun never sets here above the Arctic Circle, so I just want to try to make it appear somewhat like darkness inside my tent. So that's what I'm going to do now. It was a good day. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I hope to see you out on the road sometime soon. Oh man, that reindeer's got the farts. Oh, now he's looking at me. You looking at me? That wasn't me. That was you, buddy.